Attention, Chelsea supporters. A pivotal decision is looming that could reshape our squad for the upcoming season. With a promising young midfielder dazzling in France, the question on everyone's lips is whether he will return to Chelsea and claim his spot among the stars. As speculation mounts, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video to keep up with all the latest updates on our journey to glory. Enzo Maresca and Andrey Santos have already agreed on a Chelsea transfer, and it seems like the next decision is just around the corner. Santos is an unavoidable name in European football right now. At just 20 years old, he's arguably been the best midfielder in League One this season, with 9 goals to his name, 5 of which have come since the turn of the year. Now wearing the captain's armband for RC Strasbourg, he's truly living up to the promise that Chelsea saw in him when they signed him in 2023 for a fee that could rise to 18 million. 12 months into his loan at Strasbourg, after spending the end of last season there, Santos is signaling that he's ready for Premier League football. It's almost hard to believe that there was a time he wasn't given a chance at Nottingham Forest. But he's moved on from that, and what a path he's forged. After impressing during pre-season under both Mauricio Pochettino and Enzo Maresca, it's clear that he deserves a proper chance with Chelsea this summer. The expectation is that Santos will return to Stamford Bridge for a complete assessment, possibly even for the Club World Cup. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a growing concern that Chelsea could face serious competition to keep Santos. Given the interest from some of Europe's biggest clubs, it's a dilemma for the club, as turning a tidy profit on Santos would fit right into the Clear Lake Bowley strategy that has been in place. Comments from Santos in mid-March only intensified these worries. He mentioned that while people keep sending him news about staying at Chelsea, nothing concrete has materialized. At the moment, I'm focused on these last few games, which are very important for Strasbourg, he said. That makes sense. The final push of the season is crucial for him. But when the season wraps up, he knows it's time to sit down and make the best decision for both him and the club. And let's not forget that he's excited about the prospect of teaming up with Estevão Willian, another Brazilian signing expected to join Chelsea. Santos has described Willian as a top-quality player, and it's evident that he's looking forward to developing a dynamic duo in Chelsea's midfield. Now, let's talk about Maresca's perspective. Back in January, when asked about recalling Santos to cover for injuries in the squad, Maresca said, "No, we have enough players to cover that situation." That's a clear indication of how they're managing the squad. But with Santos's standout performances, it raises questions about whether Chelsea might reconsider. They eventually signed Matisse Amougou on deadline day, but there's a sense that Santos is the one who's really making waves right now. He's closing in on 100 senior appearances before even turning 21, and his leadership qualities are shining through as he captains a youthful Strasbourg team. Every game he plays is reinforcing why Chelsea invested in him as an 18-year-old prospect. His all-around talents are making him the center of attention, speculation, celebration, and some concern all at once. So, what does this mean for Chelsea? And for us fans? The pressure is mounting to make the right decision regarding Santos. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, keeping him would strengthen our midfield, especially as he's shown he can deliver at a high level. On the other hand, if we decide to cash in, it could fund more strategic signings down the line. I truly believe Santos represents the future of Chelsea, but the uncertainty surrounding his future puts us in a precarious position. It's a balancing act that will greatly impact our chances next season. The way he's performing, it's hard not to imagine him making a significant contribution to our squad. Enzo Maresca is navigating a challenging first season at Stamford Bridge, but there's hope on the horizon. Chelsea remains in the hunt for the Conference League and sits 4th in the Premier League, aiming to return to the Champions League. However, the team's struggles up front cannot be ignored. Maresca's system has created plenty of high-quality chances, yet the players seem to be missing the mark. Take a look at the players leading the expected goals XG chart for Chelsea this season. Cole Palmer, with an XG of 14.77, has netted just 14 goals. Nicholas Jackson has 12.16 XG, but only 9 goals to show for it, which is quite concerning. It's clear that these players are underperforming, and Jackson's wastefulness in front of goal is particularly glaring. This may explain why Chelsea has been linked with a move for Alexander Isak, the Newcastle United striker, who has been making waves in the Premier League. According to reports, Chelsea has an eye on Isak. And why wouldn't they? He's a top talent. However, Newcastle values him at over $150 million, a staggering figure that would set a new record for the club. To put that into perspective, it would surpass the $115 million Chelsea paid for Moises Caicedo. Isak has recently scored the winning goal in the League Cup final, further solidifying his worth. It's a tough ask for Chelsea to break the bank on him, especially when they're exploring other options as well. Enter Hugo Ekitike, the Eintracht Frankfurt forward, who has caught the attention of several Premier League clubs, including Chelsea. Reports suggest that a fee of around $50 million could be enough to secure his signature. This is a far more budget-friendly option compared to the astronomical price tag of Isak. With clubs like Manchester United, Arsenal and Liverpool also interested, Chelsea will need to act quickly to secure Ekitike's services. What's intriguing about Ekitike is that he bears a striking resemblance to Isak in terms of both playing style and physicality. Standing at 6'3", he's not your traditional bulky center forward. The statistics show that he and Isak are quite similar in their ability to score goals from open play and create chances for teammates. If Chelsea can land Ekitike, they could have their own version of Isak, but at a fraction of the cost. Sure, Isak has outperformed Ekitike this season with 19 goals compared to Ekitike's 13, but that doesn't justify a $100 million gap in quality. Ekitike has shown promise, scoring a hat-trick against England's U21 team recently, and he still has room for development. The potential is there for him to reach the same heights as Isak, and Chelsea could benefit greatly from investing in him now. As a passionate Chelsea fan, I can't help but feel torn about these strategic moves. Choosing between a proven talent like Isak and a promising prospect like Ekitike raises questions. Is spending big on Isak the right path, or should we look to develop younger talents like Ekitike? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn as well. Chelsea's board has a crucial role to play in this. They need to put together an attractive offer for Ekitike and ensure Maresca can convince him that Chelsea is the right club for his development. The future is at stake here, and we all want to see the club return to glory. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you in favor of pursuing Ekitike, or should we go all out for Isak? Your input is valuable, and I want to engage with you on this topic. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Chelsea. Activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates.